Welcome to Third Eye Champagne. I'm Kirsten Langston, author and intuitive. I find it hard to believe only 67 people are watching this stream. You should have a lot more than that. So I don't know if YouTube hasn't told people or what's going on. But here we are. Yeah, I'm a little late. Mercury retrograde. It hasn't even started yet, and it is like already kicking my ass. So like I get in the office, get the computer set up because I had it in the other room. I was doing stuff over there, and this damn camera again was giving me trouble. So you can see we have a little bit of a different camera angle here. The camera is now in front of me instead of on the side of me, which I like the angle much better. But it kind of weird because now I'm like, I'm cutting my eyes over to look at the chat. Just got the notification. So just got a notification. Oh, interesting. So anyway, the camera kept falling over. It was a whole thing. And then, damn it just happened. And then I get up, the seat cover literally flies off like somebody's ripping it off. So anyway, I am a little bit late. I do apologize for that. All right. So let's do a little bit of a clearing before we get into anything else. We are right in between eclipses, my friends. All right. So just want to clear myself, everyone that is watching or will watch. Just remove all the energy, everything less than 100% light, everything that's weighing us down, our worries, our troubles, our fears. We're going to go super mega on this clearing. All energies and entities less than 100% light. And let me know when you're finished. Alrighty. Before we get into your requests, I have a couple of predictions that are coming in that I'm just going to give to you guys before I kind of get into live stream mode. Couple things here. We are going to be doing, as requested, a deep dive on Merrick Garland and, oh God, what's the guy's name? Jack Shepard? Is that the guy? If you have any other Trump key players you would like a profile on, let me know. Shoot me an email. Let me know in the chat. We're going to be doing that next week. That's for members and patrons. So it's members of thirdEyeChampagne.com and patrons. It's $11 to join. You're supporting a small business, and you get all the back catalog. You get a ton of content. You get all the back catalog of content, and then all the content that's rolling out, plus live streams. So for members of thirdEyeChampagne.com and patrons, you're getting live streams every single week. And then we're also doing drunk tarots. Our next drunk tarot is on Rasputin and the Russian royal family. Jack Smith. What did I say? Jack Shepard. What is that from 24? Is that Kiefer Sutherland? Is that Kiefer Sutherland? Did I just do like an old TV callback? So if you want to join, please do. Please come and hang out with us. On thirdEyeChampagne.com, there's blogs every week. We just did one on the Murderous Plantation. I love all the haunted blogs over there at thirdEyeChampagne.com. If you're a member of thirdEyeChampagne.com, you're not checking out the blogs, go check them out because they're coming up every week. They're coming up every week, and they're really, really good. We do everything from, what foods stimulate what chakra to Marie Laveau, voodoo history. They're good stuff. So if you haven't, it might be from Lost. Bonnie just watched the Bugsy Siegel reading. So good. I think we need to do a drunk tarot. I want to do like series actually. Al Capone, just gangster shit. Just full on old school gangster stuff. Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, a little bit more. I think we need a little bit more on Bugsy Siegel. But anyway, please do come and hang out with us. Come join. And then the other thing I wanted to let you guys know is if you wanted to get an Eclipse email reading, but they were closed, I'm opening up spots next week. So the Eclipse is on the 8th. So if you want to get one, email today because I'm doing the readings on Monday and they're going to be half price. So $20, we're only looking at the eclipse on the 8th. That is a new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Now, if you've already had your eclipse reading from me, you don't need this because we looked at both eclipses. But if you're like, damn, I wish I had gotten in, you want to know what's going on with this next eclipse coming up, email me, Kirsten Langston, at, what is it, langstonauthor@gmail.com. And it's half off, so it's $20, and we're going to look at the next eclipse. Spots are extremely limited. Like I said, I will be doing these on Monday. So email now if that's what you want. Never got the notification. See, people didn't get notified. It's really Sylvia Brown. Yeah, we did the Sylvia Brown Drunk Tarot, and that is up at thirdeyechampagne.com. It is up at Patreon. Again, if you missed it, if you didn't make the live, but you bought a ticket, the recording should have been sent to you. So if you didn't get your recording, email me and let me know. Sylvia Brown had a lot to say. Sylvia Brown had a lot to say. It was really interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. So yeah, Sylvia came through. She really came through. So that's all I have for you guys. I do have reading spots open in May. They are still on sale. So if you want one, $275 for a 60-minute live Zoom reading with me, they are ready to go. Email me. I have spots in May. And I'm going to be offering some new readings, pure energy readings. I don't know if they need to be an hour. I am looking for guinea pigs. So if you want to get an energy reading with me, and you're willing to be my guinea pig, we're going to say an hour. Okay, we're going to say an hour. I don't know if it's going to take that long. I don't think it's going to be any less than 40 minutes. However, if you want to be a guinea pig, you want one of those readings in May, they are going to be on sale for $225. Very, very cheap. And I'm going to look at all your energy. Look at everything. I'm going to give you colors. I'm going to give you sounds. I'm going to tell you what's doing what needs to be shifted, what needs to be moved. We move that during the session. So if you want to get a big, $225. If you are in Club 3333, that is a membership at thirdeyechampagne.com. That reading for you will be $199. $199. So there you go. That's everything I have for you. Now, there's some coming in, so I want to let you guys know this before we get to your requests. The guides are telling me that, again, they want to talk about the energy. So there's a really, I don't know if you guys can feel it. A lot of sensitive people are going to be able to feel this, but there's a really big energy shift coming in. Very, very big. It's like, you know, I said, I think in the last live stream, I don't think it was public. I was in New York with Elisa in October 2019, and we kept feeling it. We're going, oh my God, we're in a portal. Energy is shifting. What was right before the Rona hit, right? But we felt it. I mean, we could feel it. We wondered what was going to happen, what's coming in. It's a similar thing that I felt before Obama left office. So I'm feeling it again. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad. People are saying, oh, you're feeling a shift. It might be bad. Don't think that. Please do not think that. None of them are really good or bad. Do you know what I mean? And this is post near-death experience, Kirsten talking. So you get a lot more philosophical, less sort of characterizing good, bad, less taking sides. But I feel it. So if you're sensitive, you're going to be feeling it. It's not just eclipse season. I think the eclipse season is pushing it along. And yes, we have Pluto and Aquarius now. We're going to see planets moving. But I'm telling you, there's a really big shift coming in, and there's ways to maximize this. And I don't have anything to sell here. I'm selling readings and memberships for creative content, and that's it. That's all I sell. I don't sell friggin' snake oil. So I have nothing to gain by telling you this. Do you know what I mean? Except seeing you do well. And you know what? When you guys do well, I do well. When I do well, you guys do well. So we're all in it together. You can maximize this by really putting positive things forward. And this is not just bullshit positive thinking stuff. Okay, I'm really serious. I feel it down deep in my toes. And my guides have been saying it. And my guides have been saying it in private readings over and over and over again, especially now, especially in this time period. This is all about really thinking positively, really putting out what you want there, and letting go of worry, of fear, really going, man, if I could live my best life. But you can even go bigger than that if you want to. If I was living the best life, everybody would, have healthcare. Everybody would have food, we wouldn't have wars, whatever it is. But you think big. But I'm serious. Really start thinking about the positive ways that you want to expand your life, because it's like the energy is there for you. Again, I have nothing to gain by saying this. I want to see everybody do well. It gets me, hi. When you guys email me or you're in the chat and you're like, Kirsten, XYZ happened. I love celebrating for you guys. I love celebrating with you guys. So please, 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 there's a giant energy shift coming in. Please take advantage of it, by moving towards positive thought, moving towards really thinking, and feeling positively, taking good care of yourself, thinking about what you want in the future. And maybe you don't want anything in the future, and that's great. Then you can go bigger, you can go longer, you can say, I want this for the world, I want this for the universe. So think about it. Tell me what else. They're showing me earthquake. Big earthquake coming. Big earthquake coming. And this volcano in Iceland is going nuts. It's erupted like 4 times in the last, several months. But there's a big one. I don't know where I know there's a big one. It's a big boy. I don't know where it's coming. Might be Mexico. And they're telling me that there's really big changes coming for Canada. Seems to be political. Like there's yes, okay, so this is long term, but they're telling me that politically Canada is going to start really swinging in different directions. You're going to see a lot of like status quo in Canada politically is going out the window. There's a lot more, I would want to say extreme stuff here, but this is a long-term thing they're talking about, but it's really, things are very, very different politically in Canada. And I think you're going to see more divisiveness, kind of like you do in the States right now. But there is a kind of a calcification that's going to be broken up, and you're going to get new blood. Like Trudeau is out of there. You're going to get new blood. They're also telling, ooh, this is a biggie. Okay, thank you. They're also telling me that watch for the downfall of the oligarchs. Like all over the world, they're saying watch for the downfall of the oligarchs. This is coming. This is going to be Pluto and Aquarius. We don't have to wait a long time for it. What they're telling me, they're saying, no, this is going out the window. The status quo is really, so this is global now. They're saying the status quo is really about to be shaken up. You watch for the downfall of the oligarchs. The people are going to start falling. Things are going to start failing. They're telling me this is, again, very long term, but the seeds are now. The seeds are now. They're also telling me, and I think I've seen this before, massive crisis within the U.S. healthcare system. So this isn't when that whatever it was went down and everybody couldn't pay for their prescriptions and stuff. This is bigger. This is much, much bigger. There's a very big coming as far as the U.S. healthcare system goes. It's not single payer. It's something that gets exposed. It's something that is broken that they're like, oh, we better fix this. It's very bad. Whatever this is, it brings about loss of life because something is they're going, or it exposes loss of life that's already happened. But there's something coming with the U.S. healthcare system where people, OMG, this is not good. And it has to do with like the administrative stuff. It has to do with hospitals. It has to do with insurance companies. It has to do with how insurance companies are interacting with the government. You're going to see a lot more of this coming out, particularly in the U.S. I think it's only U.S. to be honest. Tell me what else. They're also telling me there's a drug coming out. Okay, so this is like a second generation Ozempic. They're telling me, there's something coming out. It has less side effects, less stuff you have to worry about. There's a second generation Ozempic coming out. That there's help coming for people that are obese, for people that particularly have diabetes, for people that are dealing with the problems of obesity. Show me what else. That's again global. I saw this before. Japan having trouble, tsunami, water, lots of water in Japan, tons of water in Japan, tsunami, flooding, something, big storms. I don't know what it is, but it's just water. I see the whole damn thing covered in water. So they're showing me that. Show me what else. They're laughing. So okay, we can get into the celebrities if you want to. They're showing me Diddy with the thumbs down. They're like, this guy's going down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. No, Kristen, I've never started a live stream with a download, but I think I'm going to start doing this. Sometimes they just come on me in the middle, but I've found when I go into a stream, and this is to say I don't love you guys because I love you guys, but it's when I watch in playback as though I were a viewer. as much as I love, me bullshitting and greeting you guys, I love doing that. But as a viewer, I kind of like get to the predictions, lady. So I kind of switched up. Besides that, it's easier for me mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually to just dive in without engaging with your guys' energy first. So I switched it up a little bit. I'm gonna engage with your energy after I do a predicting, and then we're gonna get into your requests. But they're telling me Diddy's going down, down, down. They're like, that guy's not good. Oh no, wait! They're telling me it's part of something larger, bigger, and it's gonna be the whole thing's gonna be cracked open. But it wasn't just this raid. Oh, so this is important. So it's not just because he's a celeb. Got it. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna see more of this. So stuff with like, you see the dark side, which I haven't watched yet. It was like the dark side of kids TV or something, which I have not watched. I'm probably gonna watch it tonight. But they're telling me more like this. So it's like even more Me Too stuff. It's crazy, but they're telling me like the pedophiles that like Corey Feldman's been talking about. They're like exposure, exposure, exposure. They're saying what happened with Diddy, he's part of something much larger. There are other people involved. These non-celebrities, whatever, but there are other people involved. They're telling me that there's a huge takedown coming with that. Listen, they're telling me major breakthroughs in trafficking stuff. Major breakthroughs are coming. This is also part of Pluto and Aquarius, and they're also saying that it is also part of the oppression of women, identify as women. That this is all coming up because of that, and so this is more about clarifying what women kind of where their status is. Women are coming up in the world. And it's not just, I want to make this very clear, it's not just white women or rich women, it's all women. That energetically, women, and I said this back in 2017, I said, you're going to watch the downfall of the patriarchy. It's still happening, and this is a huge part of it. So they're telling me that this bust is actually a huge deal. Like what the raid that they did on him is a huge deal, that he's involved, but they're not quite looking for him. They're looking for somebody bigger than him, or something bigger than him, that he's part of something. That's what they're trying to take down. He's kind of a snack, you know what I mean? He's a side dish. He's not the main meal. So they're telling me we're going to see a lot more of this. A lot of people being called on the carpet. They're telling me that, listen, they're saying watch for instant karma. And they've said this before at certain times. They're saying it again, watch for instant karma. You're going to see people going, OMG, not allowed. There's going to be a lot of exposure of corruption. It's coming for the political system. Now, again, that is global. That is not US specific. There is going to be exposure within the political systems around the world that have these systems toppling. I think this is, again, a very long-term prediction, but you're going to start to see it now. You know what I mean? 20 years from now, you're going to look back and go, oh yeah, it started then. It started in 23 and 24. You're going to start to see these cracks showing. Everybody's sort of focused on microcosms, and that's just across the board. Everybody is we're focused on Diddy, we're focused on Trump, we're focused on whatever, we're focused on the economy. It's these little things. What they're showing me is much bigger pictures. So you're going to start to see these schisms in political arenas, and you're going to watch these people tumble. There's going to be a lot of downfalls coming, and fractures within governments, within political parties. The guides are very clear on this. It really is bringing something new in, something more improved in. That's the deal. It really is happening. These are telling me structures that we've got right now, they can't hold. And that includes what's going on economically. Again, that's global. What's going on politically, that is global. What's going on socially, that is global. So they're talking about exploitative labor. They're talking about political parties that are kowtowing to corporations. This is big stuff they're talking about, but they're telling me it's all going. It's slow. Okay. You are at the beginnings of it. Whatever you're doing now, you are at the seedling portion of it. So if you are boycotting, or you are working for women's equality or gay and trans rights, whatever you're working towards, they're like, you're on the ground floor right now. So we've got a ways to go. But they're telling me you watch, because a lot of these structures, all of these structures, they're saying not a lot, they're saying all, it's all coming down. Now, I don't see a banking fallout. There could be a recession. We're in one now. Nobody wants to admit it. And I know you have to have a lot of economic factors you know, you have to check a bunch of boxes for people to say recession. But I think that us regular ass people, you know, all know we're having trouble paying the bills and buying groceries. We all know we're cutting back on extra things. I know my business has shrunk. I know every other small business has shrunk. So we know the economy. I don't care how many jobs they say they've added. I know immensely qualified people that can't find jobs. I don't think I have one client right now that can find a job. I mean, and these are smart, capable people with excellent resumes on them. You know, it's so I would say we're kind of in the recession now, and I think it's mostly global. You know, I think it's mostly global. Again, I know that technically you're in a recession, you have to check a lot of boxes that we're apparently not checking, but I don't see the banking system failing. We may be, where are we right now? 2023. So 2040s is when we would hit another recession. It would be a big, it would be like the 2008 one. It would be in the 2040s. It would be right around there. I don't see it as set in stone. I don't see it as definite. But you're going to see shifts in where the money is, how the money's distributed. There's shifts coming. There's shifts coming. A lot of people, I don't know what's going to happen, but a lot of wealthy people are about to lose that wealth. A lot of wealthy people are about to lose that wealth. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I think that's the best I've got for you right now. Let's look at your requests. And thank you guys very much for being here. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your tip. When you leave me tips, it's very sweet. Again, if you want to support me, support my business, and watch things that are ad-free and uncensored, because I have to censor myself on YouTube and every other platform, you want to join Patreon or thirdeyechampagne.com. It's $11 a month. Worth every penny. Is anything going to happen during the upcoming eclipse? No. I mean, eclipse season, a bunch of stuff will happen. You know, eclipse season is interesting because you're going to get like this Diddy thing. You know, you get these things sort of tumbling out. You know, the Nickelodeon thing that's happening right now. That's all eclipse type stuff. But I don't see anything, you know, oh my God, you know, it's going to be a lot of oh my gods, but nothing where it's like, you know, and then California fell into the sea. Like, I don't think we're going to get anything like that. Oh, is Jay-Z implicated with Diddy? That's a really good question. Thank you. Bonnie says thirdeyechampagne.com, 100% worth it. So much content. Yeah, tons of content. Like I said, we just published a blog about the Myrtles Plantation, the hauntings there. We've done Marie Laveau. We also talk about your diet, food, you know, foods, what chakras, all kinds of stuff. You know, foods that are good for inflammation, reducing inflammation. But, you know, somebody commented a while ago that, oh, I'm so glad you stopped swearing. Which, like, if you don't like cussing, definitely don't watch me. But listen, I haven't stopped swearing. YouTube, there are certain things you can't talk about. There's certain words you can't say. It's not just the swear words. We're really censored. Other readers you may watch may not be censored, and they may be sort of affected. I am not in that. I don't know what that is. I am not in that pile of people. So I have to really watch it. You know, I was shadow banned back in 2018. It's gone away. So if you want me to talk about things that are uncensored, you know, such as what's going on in the Middle East or health stuff, you do want to join. It's just, there's stuff I can't talk about. Stuff I can't talk about. Jay-Z was tight with R. Kelly. Oh, that's right. He was tight with R. Kelly. Ooh. I don't, cards on Jay-Z are okay. I don't think he's gonna, well, I'm kind of looking at him like, well, shoot. I don't think he gets implicated in this. Legally. So I don't think legally they're going, okay, now we got to go raid Jay-Z. Now we've got to go look at his place. I don't think it's that. I mean, I think association people might go, what's going on with him? And, you know, there are also people that are going, you know, did J-Lo know? Like, did J-Lo know that Diddy was no good? I mean, she had to have known. She had to have known. Although Um, you know, there are abusive people. I don't know that he was abusive. I mean, I would say the what Cassie put in her lawsuit would constitute as abusive. But they will abuse some people and not abuse other people. So it may have been JLo was too big of a star even at the time for him to mess with her. They do that. So no, Jay-Z, I don't think. I mean, I think look, he's got problems with association. I also have to watch my nudie cards. They don't like the naked cards on YouTube. I get in trouble for that. So gotta watch that too. That's why Autumn puts clothes on them. But so we see this here. It's kind of this minor arcana, this minor arcana stuff where it's kind of like, there may be a glancing kind of, oh yeah, they were pals, like, oh, they were buddies. But I don't think it's going to be legal. I don't think it's going to be a legal thing. So people are talking about Usher and Justin Bieber because they were around Diddy when they were really young. So let's take a ooh. Something did happen to Justin Bieber, but I don't know if it's because of P. Diddy or what. I'm not. Ooh, I feel this, and I'm getting chills on this. I don't want to go. I don't want to go into that. That's. I can't go into that. It's just feeling too gnarly. It's something. Whatever's going on, whatever happened to him between him and God and whoever did it, and that's it. I'm not going into it. I got limits. I'm not. I can feel it. I'm not going into it. So I'll just send a lot of prayers out to Justin Bieber. He came off like a little asshole for a while. He stated he was abused. Okay, yeah, I can feel it. He really did. He came off like an entitled little shit. But then I'll tell you what swayed me. I like Bieber. He's fine. I like some of the really recent music a lot, actually. Not the early stuff. I wasn't really into it. But the Billie Eilish documentary, and I saw him in that, and I was like, that's it. I'm in. Like he seemed like, and I don't act for the cameras. I think there's a sweetheart in there. So let's just see if Diddy was a perpetrator. Let's just see if he perpetrated on sweet Justin Bieber, and then we'll look at Usher. He did say, I guess Usher said he saw some weird stuff at Diddy's house. He had guardianship over Usher at 13. What parents are doing this? I mean, who is doing this? The only person that would get guardianship over my kid would be, my best friend. That's it. No person I just met. No person. I'm gonna give your child a career. No, you ain't. You moving in. I'm moving in. If Usher's living in your house, I'm sleeping on the damn floor in his bedroom. Like, no, you're not. You're not just my kid. No, hell no. Ooh. Yeah, the devil's here. The devil and power. I'll show it to you guys. Except they got naked people. Look, I'm censoring. Look right here. Here you go. Cover the naked people on T. They actually took down several videos because I had, quote unquote naked people on them. You just can't win. Also, by the way, if you follow me on Instagram is now censoring political content. You actually have to go in your settings and remove the censor. So if you want to do that, especially follow other political places, oh my God, I'm losing the words. Other political accounts on Instagram. Make sure you go and check it. I won't be putting a lot of political stuff on Instagram because of that, because I have a feeling even if, it's not going to reach any new accounts. So but that's what's going on there. I have no doubt it's probably going to be happening here. But just so you know, the censorship is real. That's why I say, like, get on my email list, and then, that's free. And then join, thirdeyechampagne.com or Patreon. It's, it's a good community. Anyway, yeah, we have the devil. Yeah, we have the tower. We have it here. And then Bieber shows up here. But I tell you what, whatever happened to this kid, he either is healed or is going to heal. So he's got really pretty cards here. But yeah, I think, I don't know that it was sexual in nature. But I don't think he treated this kid right. And I think this kid got taken advantage of. Let's look at Usher. Yeah, he seems to have found love with Haley. It's true. Yeah, Justin. I can feel it. Did I ever read? I mean, I've read on him before a while ago. All right, show me Usher. Okay, I'm getting a download on Diddy. The guides are telling me that he's taken advantage of a lot of people. Male, female, they, them, whatever. This man has taken advantage of a lot of people because he can. He is a Scorpio, by the way. He's taken advantage of a lot of people on many levels, but he is giving me, I don't know about I don't want to say underage. I don't want to not say underage. I'm just going to leave that out there. But it does remind me of R. Kelly. Like it does. Like there's like, it's that kind of control. It's that level of control. It's that level and that kind of control in that particular sexual setting. It's Tower on Usher too. All right, I want to do on Dick too. Oh God. It's making me sick to my stomach, y'all. He doesn't have the devil like Bieber, but he does have the Tower. 10 swords in the back. I'll show it to you. He's got the defensive stuff here. He's got the Tower here. You know, I'm not in love with it. I'm not in love with the cards. But they're better cards than Bieber had. So, you know, again, we see him healing, but he got screwed over. Like he definitely got screwed over. Healing comes for Usher as well. He's either is healed or will heal. So, you know, I don't want to say all's well that ends well because that's a bit too I don't know, it feels like it's kind of blowing things off. But in a way, it's like these people will heal. Let's look at, now if you haven't seen, so there was Diddy, I want to look at Diddy. There was a video I did in November, which was a request by you guys. I wasn't going to read on him. You guys requested that. It was a live stream. November 2023. And I predicted what is now happening, which I was like, I remember reading on him. I went back, I looked at the video, and sure enough, all those guys going downtown. It's not good, not good. So number one, I want to say that, you know, guys make requests. It's good. It's good for me. It's good for you. It's good for everybody because I get to read on what you want. But then, you know, these things come back, and so I just don't know what to read on. So you guys are very helpful. If you go back and you watch that video, I mean, it says like this is going down. So let's see. Jail time for Diddy. Do I want to look at jail time first? What do I want to look at? Hold on a minute. What do I want? Okay. Thank you. Guides are saying, okay, ask if he committed any crimes that he will be convicted for. I'm not always right, you know, but I do my best every time. Every time I do my best, and it's always validating when I get one right. He's in trouble, I can tell you that. He is associated with people that like I said in the beginning. Oh, the devil. Oh, y'all. He's associated with people that he never should have associated with. There's people that are going to be in big trouble, and he's kind of on the edge of it. So I don't think you're going to get, oh, he was in charge. He ran the show. No. He was associating with people he shouldn't have been. Like, hands down, he shouldn't have been. I don't see a conviction here in these cards. I don't see the Justice card. I don't see the Hierophant. It's something I would see. I didn't really see it before as far as jail time goes. I'm going to ask one more time. What I do see is this Naughty Devil card again. But I wonder about his fame. There's the Star card, his fame. Getting him out of it. But he is in trouble. And that shows here. And he's here in his own cards. He's kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. But I mean, socially, this guy, there's no comeback for him. There's no comeback for him. It kind of reminds me of Johnny Depp. Like, he'll always have his supporters, but there's no comeback for Johnny Depp. He came back from what happened. Yeah, I don't see death on him, not remotely. Show me, is there any court proceedings? Does he go on trial? Show me anything about court. I'm curious to see what the cards are going to give us, because again, I want to see that Justice card or that Hierophant card. Show me. I don't think so. Well, no, I'm not saying it's a similar situation with regards to what Johnny or Diddy did or did not do with regards to accusations. What I'm saying is the career, Johnny Depp's career, never recovered. And his social standing never recovered. I mean, he moved to London. He lost his career, and I see the same thing. Diddy, he never recovers. So even if we didn't indict him, not arresting him, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The guy's done. The guy's toast. I don't see it. He definitely is guilty, though. I mean, that's here. So whatever they're saying, hey, this guy did, he did. Whatever law enforcement is saying, well, we know he's involved with this. We know he did this. We know he did that. He done did it. That is real. And he's going to carry this burden. Also real. He will carry this burden, hands down. But I don't see court and I don't see jail. Not in these cards. I wonder if he's going to do a Russell Simmons. I think I said this before. I wonder if he's going to do a Russell Simmons and just kind of go, I live over here now. Same deal. Kind of like, he took off for the Caribbean. I might just come back. Any other questions on Diddy before we move forward? News says bots were behind pushing the Where's Kate Middleton conspiracies. Was it Oh, that's interesting. Okay, Ava wants to know what others be implicated around him. Yeah, so I'm going to start with that, and then I'll go back to the Kate Middleton thing. I do think people around him are going to go down. He did some bad shit. This is real. Like, he really did some bad shit. Like, this guy, he did some bad stuff. But doesn't necessarily, like I said, I'm not seeing court right now. But he's, like I said, he's done. His reputation is smeared. He's done. He's toast. He's out of it. There's no more. I don't know if other famous people, I mean, maybe, but I don't think it's big. Like, I don't think you're going to get a Jay-Z. I don't think I think Usher and Bieber might be mentioned, but as victims, not as collaborators. Clive Davis, actually, let's look at him. Because we've heard some shit about Clive Davis. We've all heard some shit about that man. Let's take a peek. Well, did he lose his wealth? No. No, but he's going to be paying a lot of people. He's going to be paying off people. He's going to be paying lawyers. This man is in scramble mode right now. He's going to be paying a lot of people. Never doubt his capabilities. Whatever else he may be, he's a very capable person. He's really smart, and he knows how to handle his business. And that's why I wouldn't be surprised to not see trials, court, what have you, because I just see lawyers, 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 lawyers. I see him paying people off. No, I don't think he was responsible for either Tupac or Biggie. I have readings on that. I think one of them is up on YouTube. I know there's one up on Patreon for sure in Third Eye Champagne. No, he knew, but he knows. He knows who did both. And he had knowledge that Christopher Wallace was in trouble, and he did nothing about it. Filing states Diddy had cameras everywhere. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get crazy famous people. I don't, like, how do I put it? Involved to the point where you're like, I watched Bill Clinton pay a hooker. I saw him in Diddy's living room and a hooker. No, I don't. That's the thing. I don't think you're going to get that kind of stuff. You're going to get, oh, I heard so-and-so went to the party. Oh, I heard so-and-so did this. All right, I heard there's a video. I don't know how much we're going to get. You know what I mean? A lot of it feels kind of peripheral. But I will say this. This thing is going to be just exploding and exploding. And like, this is going far down the road. You're not going to hear the end of it. It's going to crop back up probably in 2025. But this is like just all over the place. I mean, this thing is exploding all over the place. It's going to keep going. It is, unfortunately for Diddy and who knows who else, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Clive Davis gets in trouble. I don't know if this involves Clive Davis, but it looks like, I mean, I know he worked for him, and there's that, there's that relationship here showing up in the car. You guys don't want to move on from Diddy. You're so funny. That relationship is showing up here in the cards that they were involved, which we do know. He's worried. He's worried. And I see something coming down on him. So it may or may not be related to exactly what's going on with the Diddy thing, but I think there's been stories about Clive. I think this is one of those, it's kind of the Cosby thing where like everybody knew, the joke was made and like, oh God, who was the comedian? My brain doesn't want to work today. It's that damn Mercury retrograde. I can feel it. The guy made the Cosby joke and everybody was like, oh yeah, he made this joke like a year ago. It's that kind of a thing where it's like people are going to keep talking about it and keep talking about it and keep talking about it with Clive. I don't know. He'd be worried. Like if he were my client, I'd be like, look, you got the 10 swords in the back coming, bro. The cards are telling you to be defensive, and you got the worry card over here. I would tell him to be careful. It may not actually be involvement in whatever Diddy is involved in, but it would be, oh yeah, and guess what? Clive also did XYZ. So there is some kind of fame, and the fame is also here again. Very interesting stuff. I've heard that Jay-Z is worse than Diddy. I don't know again if he's been involved with Diddy, but we'll look at him and kind of see what we get. What, the internet connection is good? It's coming through fine for me. If it's showing up weird for you guys, I don't know why. I have the highest speed internet. My modem is very far away, so I'd have to run a bunch of cords or go sit on my kitchen floor and do readings, which I really don't want to do. But if I need to, I mean, if it's really bad, if it's consistently no good, please let me know, and I'll start running the cords. I'll start doing the crazy stuff. The kids just feel kind of like, I don't want to read on the kids because they just feel like, OMG, what's going on? Like, they're just worried. They're worried. They're scared. I don't get this. They're going, oh yeah, dad finally got caught. I don't get that at all. I get they're worried. They're scared. That kind of a thing. But I don't get like, oh yeah, we knew this day was coming because he's a terrible person. I don't see that. All right, let's look at Jay-Z and see if anything's coming from scandal-wise. Uh-oh. He could be in trouble. This is an interesting marriage. I do wonder about her going back and forth. Like, I don't know if I want to stay here. She feels like Beyonce kind of goes back and forth. But that could just be, you know, the nature of the marriage, it's kind of precarious marriage. And I've read on marriages like that, and they last for decades. He was blackmailing people. Oh my God. Do they believe he did it? I don't even think they want to entertain the thought that he might have done something wrong. They feel very just like, oh God, what is this? Terrible. Is it true? I don't want it to be true. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, even the adult children, you know, it just feels like they don't want to believe that. They don't, like, oh my God, have we been living a lie? You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of stuff. It's rough. All right, Jay-Z, lots of money. Oh, you're a little bit worried though. Look at that. Yeah, I would say this man has cause to worry. His affiliation, so it's funny because Diddy does show up in his cards. I don't know who this other man is, but he's here. I don't think it's Clive Davis. I don't know who it is. But his affiliation with Diddy and whoever this guy is, and I don't think it's R. Kelly, does bring trouble for him. I don't want to say that it I don't know that it becomes public, but he's worried. Something's coming for this guy, but I think it's divorce. He is worried. He shows up in his own cards here. Worried. Wasn't it Rashida that was engaged to Tupac? Right? It was one of Quincy. Was it not her? Was it Quincy's other daughter? Oh yeah, there's death coming for him. I don't think it's scandal. I think it's the marriage. There it is. Okay. So who pushed the Princess Kate conspiracy stuff? You know what? It doesn't feel nefarious. It feels to me like this is like par for course. It feels to me like this is, you know, if there's a story like that, people think they can make money on it. They start putting it feels like media. It doesn't feel like some secret underground group, you know, just for the hell of it, or trying to with the royals, or this. It feels like it's money. It's just like, oh, if we push this, we can make money off it. It feels like there are people, companies. There's the sister with Tupac. Okay. That pushed something like that. I do want to clarify something in that reading. If you go back and you watch the Princess Kate reading, which I did put back up, you know, I put up for you guys. That was another live stream. Another live stream that you guys requested, another request of your guys'. So again, we're working together, y'all. But I say in there, the surgery wasn't for cancer. I say it's not cancer. The surgery was not for cancer. So when you look at that reading, I'm reading on health regarding the surgery. And what I say in that reading, it's really interesting. And this is the kind of shit I love as a reader. So I say they didn't, and she says in her speech, and she got on camera, she said that she was having a regular surgery and then they found cancer. And when you look at the cards, I see her recovering from surgery, but there is sack, and it's 10 swords in the back. I saw it. And I said, this is a very long recovery. So I, you know, that reading was so, you know, it was really nuanced. It was a really nuanced reading on her, because it was just kind of a, here you go thing. You know, it's very, very nuanced. I like using, this is why a lot of people say, we don't need the cards. Why do you use the cards? I like that. I like the cards. I like being able to show the cards. You know, puts me in a good trance and everything. But also, it just, like, for me, visually, to see the recovery like that, she's going to recover from the surgery, but there's a setback. There's the cancer they found. You know, and see that 10 swords. There's something about it visually also that I really like. So, now this now was like, just looking at Princess Kate in general, now this was like, people were just like, how come we're going to make money off this? It was pushed because it was a tactic. They do it with other stuff. They do it with other stuff. Hi, Jean. They do it with other stuff. It's not just her. They do it with other stuff. I think it's to make money. I think it's to drive people to certain sites, to make money off ads. I think it's also to get, ooh, it is. They use, so this is not just for Kate. They use these bots to push things out like that, because they want to see who's clicking, what they're doing, how much information. It's all part of information mining. So explain to me, so people are saying Prince Harry was mentioned in the legal documents, but other people are saying he wasn't, he's not involved. So I don't know what's going on with that spirit animal. I have no idea. I'm confused, and I don't want to read on something that I'm confused about. Yeah, it feels like data mining. Yep, media manipulation for money. That's what it feels like to me. I don't think William is equipped to deal with anyone with emotional needs, let alone somebody that's bad for their life. I just don't think he has that. I don't think he has that in his wheelhouse. You know what I mean? I don't see it. William was with Harry at the Diddy party. Okay. Oh, they were just pictured at the same event. Okay, I see. Okay. Got it. Okay. All right, what else y'all want to look at? If you're just joining, by the way, I want to let everybody know, if you're feeling it, if you're feeling what I'm throwing out here, there's even better stuff at Patreon and thirdeye-champagne.com. It's $11 a month. And it's worth it. You get all the back catalog, you get live streams every week. And the ones at thirdeye-champagne.com and Patreon, it's all the same live stream. All the content is the same. They're way more intimate. You know what I mean? There's not a ton of people on, you know, it's I think max we've ever had is like 75 people. It's not a ton of people on the stream. More people watch, but they watch after the fact. But so it's really nice. It's a nice little vibe. It's a nice little community. It's a great way to support a small business. Again, as many of you know, I am a single lady, and I do help support my family. Not just me, but other people in the family. So if you want to support a small business, you like what you're seeing here, you want it ad-free, you want it uncensored, you want tons of content, at least twice a week there's content going out. And for $11, that's cheap. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to be, my friends. Also, like I said, I am open for readings. I'm doing energy readings. I do need guinea pigs for that. So in May, if you want to book a reading with me, I think I said 25, right? My brain is not functional today, y'all. It's that Mercury retrograde. I can feel it kicking in. But $225, super discounted. You're going to get an energy reading. I think it's going to go about an hour, but at the very least 40 minutes. So if you want to grab one of those, like I said, I need guinea pigs. That's why they're very discounted. If you are in Club 3333 at thirdeye-champagne.com, that energy reading is going to be $199. Cheapy. Also, what else is there? Email readings for the eclipse. Thank you. I just thanked myself. Yes, you just saw it happen. William and Kate divorce. Let's look. So if you want to know, we've got an eclipse coming on April 8th. That is a new moon solar eclipse in Aries at 19 degrees. If you already got an eclipse reading, you don't need to get one because I read on that for you. But if you wanted to get one and you couldn't get in, I've opened up some spots. I'm going to be doing the readings on Monday, so email me now. It's half price because I'm only reading on one eclipse. So it's $20, and I will do a reading for you, voice note reading, telling you what the eclipse is bringing and giving you the advice. Email me, KirstenLangston, author at gmail.com, KirstenLangstonAuthor@gmail.com, and ask for a spot. You get invoiced via PayPal. Okay, so William and Kate divorce. It's not a happy marriage. I'm telling you, she told this man, you just shut up because I'm getting sick of your shit. Same thing I saw before. They kind of teeter around, they linger around it. You know, it's kind of like, are we gonna? I don't think that they do, but they've got tower energy all over there. All over there. So I don't see a divorce here, but I want to look at her health because I haven't really looked at it yet. I'll take a peek. Who's the SNL guy she's with? You think he's going to snitch? Spirit animal thinks Diddy's going to snitch. Oh, yeah, call Jost. Jost. Oh, she's going to be okay, y'all. This girl's going to be okay. She's going to be okay, but it's a hard road. You think positive thoughts about this woman. I mean, listen, she needs all the love and all the positivity we can give her. Don't think about her being sick or dying or her marriage failing. You know what I mean? Like, don't put that out there. She's not well. She needs everything that the universe can give her that is healing and positive and beautiful. And that's what this woman needs right now. That's what this woman needs right now. She needs a lot of positivity. She's going to recover, but it's a very long road. Yeah, the healing is here. I'll show it to you. So here's the prognosis in the cards. The healing is here. Oh, it's getting flippy. I know I have the fastest, and I'm like, I know I have the fastest internet. But I got a new router already. I'm kind of like, geez, what else do I need to do here? Yeah, she needs a lot. And you know what? I'm gonna look at Charles's health too. She's a fighter, this lady. She's a fighter. She's a fighter. She does have tower energy around her, which I'm not in love with, because to me, that's kind of like things can go which way. That's what I'm saying. She needs positive thoughts, positive energy, sending her just love and healing energy. I think she's going to be okay, but I don't like that tower energy hovering around her. If I were reading for her, if she was sitting in front of me, I'd be saying, all right, girl, we need to move this tower energy out. And the way we do that is we focus on our positive outcome, and we stay as sturdy and as steady as we possibly can. And we make sure the people around us stay as sturdy and as steady as they possibly can. Okay, what else y'all want to look at? Oh my God. I mean, I hesitate to look at, just because libel, people get litigious over I hesitate to say definitively, yes, he did this, yes, he did that. I'm saying, it's just in public forums, I get worried. Super Dougie, I see you. Jack Smith. Let's look at Jack Smith. I'm kind of jumping around. Like I said, I do have a profile coming out about Jack Smith and Merrick Garland as requested by you guys. That'll be coming out next week for members and patrons. Stormy has, I'm excited about Stormy. Stormy has a documentary coming out, and I'm really excited to see it. Not actually in love with her energy. Open the door. Open the door. All right. Thank you, Super Ducky. All right. I'm not following the Trump stuff closely, but Jack Smith has a long road ahead of him. Like a long road. And that shows here and it shows here. He's hampered. This investigation is hampered. He's got a long road. It's just something I'm going to give you right now. He's got a long road. No, that tower energy is just really unstable energy for Kate. It's just it's not transformational for me. It's the card reads as just super wily, unstable, and I'm not in love with it. You know, looking at a health prognosis, I don't want that instability around. If it was going to be transformation, I would expect to see maybe the death card. And when you're asking about health, you don't want to see the death card either. Dumpy is going to lose his shit having to be in court. His trial's coming up. Yeah, let's take a peek at Trumpy. Take a little peek at him. See how he's doing. Jesus. He's not doing so hot, this guy. I worry about him physically. Hey, Cara, it's been a minute. I worry about him physically. No, I agree. I don't think Garland wants to stick around for another term. I don't think Garland likes the job. Worried about Trump's health. I am very worried about this man's health. He's not well. He's not well. He's pushing himself too hard, really stressed out. This shit is stressing him out. Really stressing him out. Tower energy on him too. He could have a breakthrough. Money-wise, I think this man's going to have a breakthrough. So I know he's taking his thing public, and like I said, I don't pay that much attention to it. All right, Kingy. He's going to catch a break court-wise. Court-wise, he's going to catch a break. Money-wise, he's not on the up, but that we knew. But there's going to be more money problems for him. You know, he's got a break coming. He's got a break. There's something coming he's going to catch a break legally. That is here. Health-wise, I think he needs help. I need help. He doesn't feel good health-wise to me. Americans going into the 2024 election. Let me look at that really quickly. You know, if you get sucked into it, you're going to be a real unhappy person. And I mean, just whoever voting for, I don't care if it's RFK Jr., if it's Biden, if it's Trump, if it's the man in the moon, I don't give a shit. If you get sucked into the political theater, your energy is going to plummet. Guides are telling me it's very bad energy all the way around. I don't care who you're into. You're playing my team, your team. I don't play my team, your team, by the way. I don't play that game. I am very open about voting Democrat because they are, to me, at least, you know, they have, I don't want to call them the party of compassion per se, but comparatively speaking, I'm going to call them the party of compassion. And that's why I vote Democrat, but I don't play my team, your team. I don't play my side, your side. I don't care. You know, I don't like politicians. I don't like hardly any of them. There's a few that I'm like, I would ride for, and probably the only person who actually really is Elizabeth Warren. I vote on policies. I like Democratic policies better. That's it. That's it. So, you know, people want to jump in and oh, Kirsten's biased and she's this, she's a Democrat, she leans left politically. I'm so far to the left politically that I am off the goddamn scale. But I don't play my team. If I think a Republican's going to do a good job, I'm going to tell you. If I think a Republican is good at what they're doing, I'm going to tell you. If I think they're going to be having good policies, I'm going to tell you. If they're policies I like and I agree with, I'll tell you. If they're not, I'll tell you. But stay out of it politically. Just stay out of it politically. I'm going to have to go get him because he's being a brat. The energy is just going to drag you down. I mean, I wouldn't watch debates. You know what I mean? I wouldn't watch the rallies. I wouldn't do any of it. It's just not going to bring you any joy, peace, or happiness. It's going to be very, hey. What are you barking at? It's so, oh, I see. She's back, is she? She's back, huh? Good boy. All right, good boy. Hey, have that. Sorry, y'all. You know, my king spotting. You know, my neighbors are weird. My home is weird. I've talked about it before. This girl shows up this morning. Again. I forgot. I was over there. You're over here now. This girl shows up this morning. Doesn't live here. She parks in front of the house. She starts cleaning out her car. I mean, like, she's removing the floor mats. Like, I don't know why these things happen in my neighborhood. Does this happen in other places? So she starts, you know, cleaning the car. She's emptying the trunk. She's pulling out. What the hell is going on? So he got very pissed, which I don't blame him, you know. And she just pulled up, and that's what Mark going. Oh, is she going to clean out the car again? Is she done? She come back, clean out her car some more. Yeah, William. You know, William did not age well. It reminds me kind of like the portrait of Dorian Gray. Like maybe if he had had a happier life, he would have aged better. I don't know. I don't know. But I will say, yes, go out and vote in this election. If you're in the U.S., you know, if you're a U.S. citizen, vote. Can't say it enough. People that say voting doesn't make a difference, bullshit. It makes a difference. Vote. But to really try to stay out of the fray, because it's just the energy is just gonna plummet, y'all. It's gonna plummet. Anything we need to know about 2024 election here? Oh, hi, Jeffrey. Yeah, you only want to see results. You don't want to listen to people talk stuff all day. Yeah, same. I want good policies and I want good results. That's all. I don't care about anything else. I don't have a horse in a race. I like I said, the only person I would ride for would be Elizabeth Warren. I just really, you know, when she ran for president, I was all about her. I like Bernie. He's whatever. You know, he's fine. But every last one of them is just, I think, inept, corrupt, playing games that has nothing to do with any of us. You know, we got people here that are hungry, that are starving, that, you know, the healthcare system is gouging us, and they're over there like jerking off, like they don't care. You know, like oh, we're making a difference. They make speeches. You know, other countries, we have a lot of people from other countries in this chat, and thank you for joining us. And if you ever want to ask something about where you live, please do. It's not just strictly an American thing. Ooh. Ooh, these are interesting cards. But other countries are getting, drugs. Don't treat on my hand. They're getting drugs at like these, $10 for your Ozempic or whatever. And over here, they're like, it'll be $3,000 for a 5-month, 5-day supply. I mean, it's just insane. It's really insane. This election's weird. It's still going to be weird. It's still going to be weird. It's still going to be weird. And I see the weird here. I see it here. I think it's going to be a very low turnout. I don't think we're going to get a high voter turnout at all. I see weird stuff going on here. It's prolonged. It's just this is a weird. Let me look without the cards. I do see a Biden win. But I feel like Trump gets close. Like close enough to where he like wants a recount or something. Yeah, Biden. Really might shuffle off his mortal coil while in office. He really might. But you know what? I tell you what, if he does, everybody loves Kamala Harris. I'm not a fan. But she would be kind of a lame duck president. Like she wouldn't do much. I don't see a lot. Like it would just, she would have a very strange presidency. It feels like she doesn't get anything done. If she gets office, I don't see. Again, feels very lame duck. I don't know that she will. That's not everything is set in stone. There's a lot of things that are moving around. There's moving parts when it comes to the future. There really is. There's just different timelines. And actually, Sylvia Brown, you guys that were on that Sylvia Brown Drunk Tarot, she talked about timeline and she talked about it really well. And the certain threads, and I can barely remember it because I was in my zone channeling her. But it's worth. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it. Oh, Dougie's new. Thank you for being here. So yeah, there's moving parts. If she gets in, it's not good. People are kind of like, what is she doing? People don't like her. It's not good if she gets in. Will Republicans mess with the voters database? No, I don't think so. What else y'all want to look at before I go? Riding with Biden. Oh. I like these quotes. The real opposition is that between the ego-bound man whose existence is structured by the principle of having and the free man who has overcome his egocentricity. Eric Fromm. Very nice. Oh, that's a really good question, Sherry. I love that question. When are the tax cuts coming back to the working poor and middle class? Biden's not going to do it. Biden's not going to do it. Oh. Okay, he's not going to do it because he's not going to be able to get it passed. So I think we're going to be looking at a Republican majority in one of the legislative branches. Because whatever it is, he can't get it passed. Will the Tories collapse as a third party? You're going to get shakeups, but Labor's still hampered in the UK. Labor is still hampered. You need y'all need something. It feels like gridlock politically. It feels like gridlock to me. It's just like nothing much is being done. Tories do kind of have a stranglehold, but Labor is just gutless right now. A lot of infighting amongst both Labor and Tory parties. There is a third party that becomes viable. year. But that's down the road. That's probably in the 2030s. I don't think that's anytime soon, but watch for it because things start to loosen up near the end of this decade. So long-term prediction here for the UK. Things start to loosen up as far as, you know, this kind of ping pong match you're having with Labour and Tory, and they're both kind of the same. And, you know, not much going on this here. It's going to shake it up. It's going to shake it up near the end of this decade. And then when you hit the 2030s, it looks like you're going to have a viable third party kind of coming in, or a third party candidate, something that kind of shakes everything up. Oh, can we trust polls? I want to put cards on that. I want to see if we get sneaky cards. That's a good question. You do have a shakeup coming for SCOTUS, but people are waiting for Clarence Thomas to do a long damn time. There is something coming. Somebody's leaving, but that's not soon. I talked about it in a couple of live shows. I don't remember if it was public or if it was private. I don't remember. But I do remember they were saying, hey, there's gonna be a shakeup here. And if you're looking for Brett Kavanaugh and Gorsuch and Amy Coney Barrett to disappear, you don't hold your breath, man. Don't hold your breath. Can we trust the poll? Nope. No. I would trust no polls. I have to censor this because it's YouTube, but hello. It's covering the naked people. The devil is here. I wouldn't trust no polls. And we got the blindfold, y'all, and it's going in two different directions. So you got the blindfold, and it's like here's the decisions card, right? This is the poll. I mean, and it's like, oh, we're going over here. No, we're going over here. Now, for me, it doesn't really matter that one is a major arcana and one is a minor arcana. It just shows me two different directions, so nobody knows what the hell they're doing. I wouldn't trust any poll. I wouldn't trust any damn thing. Make sure you're voting. Make sure the people you know are voting. I do see low voter turnout. We're not going to get, and that's typical when you have an incumbent running like that. But you know, I see it. I didn't read on the bridge collapse. I mean, my understanding is it was an accident. And you know, tragic, absolutely tragic. And yes, that's the stuff during eclipse season. That is, I mean, it just, and especially, and then you've got this Mercury retrograde coming in. So, oh, thank you. So beautiful, and the color looks good on me. Thank you. It's tragic. You know, I have to. I don't know if there's going to be a fallout. Oh, people are going to get paid. So the victims' families are going to get paid from this. Like, somebody's going to make sure that they get paid. There's a fallout. There is some kind of a legal or legal, I want to say legal and economic fallout here. I mean, so what I see with the ship, like, it's kind of it's one of those things. It's like a ship happens things. You know, the ship loses electricity. They're doing their best. This guy did his best. The captain of it did his best. And this man is going to be living with a bit of guilt for a while. It's not warranted. It's absolutely not warranted at all. But it's like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. I can't, like, this guy is beside himself. He's absolutely beside himself. He needs a lot of good energy. He needs a lot of good energy, poor guy. He did his best. He has to know he did his best. He absolutely did his best. Yeah, he couldn't have done any better. And the guys were saying, you know, these things happen. These things happen. But there is a payout. Like, there's a payout. It's really sad, you know. It's never sad. This is more post near-death experience, philosophical Kirsten. It's never sad when people die. It's really not. It's actually really not. It doesn't matter their age, the circumstance. It really doesn't matter, because they're essentially going home. They're going to the other side. They're safe. They're happy. They always are. Please, 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 if you're going to go see a medium, don't go to just ask if your loved one is happy, because they're always happy. Go and talk to them, go and chat with them, go and ask them where the money's in, or tell them you love them, but you don't need to meet him to do that either. But for the love of God, don't spend any money to go ask a medium if your loved one that has passed over is happy. They're always happy. Always, always, always. But it is tragic for the people that are still here, because they're dealing with so much grief. They're just dealing with so much grief. Oh yeah, it's not a coincidence that the ship hit the pilot on the Key Bridge during a solar eclipse on a full moon. No, absolutely not. It's a lunar eclipse. A full moon lunar eclipse in Libra at 5 degrees. This is eclipse season. This is what it does. What else do you guys want to know before I get out of here? Oh, I was going to look at that question Carol had. Where was that? Market. I want to get the question right, but okay. Yes. What's going to happen in the job market for those struggling to find work? So job market, different economy, and I want to look at it. So I don't know that this is global. I do know that my U.S. clients, every single one of my U.S. clients that are looking for work, they cannot find work. And I said in the beginning of this episode, I mean, these people are smart, qualified, just no reason why they shouldn't have jobs. And job market is interesting right now. So let's look at it. Was the fact that it was the Francis Scott Key Bridge significant, symbolic? No, I don't think so. I kind of don't buy into that. That's a little bit much for me. It was just a tragic accident. You know what I mean? It was just one of those tragic accidents. UK is in recession, and it has been revised that it was hitting last year. Thank you. I said it. I've been saying it. Sorry, you're in a recession, you guys. I'm pretty sure the U.S. is in one, and nobody wants to admit it. Biden will admit it after the election. He'll go, oh, well, also, now we can release that recession report. Ooh. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. So job stuff. This is really interesting. So we see the gridlock here. We see the corporations that are just like, and this is corporate stuff. They're not hiring people. We see the hiring freeze here. Not only they're not hiring people, they're laying people off. We know that. We've seen it in the tech sector. So what's coming next? Well, it's the economy, stupid. That's a plan, not calling anybody stupid. You know what it is. But this here, this is the tower, this is the economy. I'm reading this card as though we're upside down. So we're talking about all the pentacles falling away from her and being very, very sad. She's sad. She lost her pentacles. The snail is sad. There's a little snail down there. He's not happy anymore. His little house fell off his back. So yeah, this writes itself. This is fallout from that thing that happened in March of 2020 that I don't talk about on this channel. Unless I'm on Patreon. But this writes itself, and I see that here. And then this is one of my job offer cards when I'm reading about jobs, and I see that here is the outcome. So the question is when. Okay, so the guides are telling me that economically speaking, this is global. I'm going to zero in on US specific, but they're saying the economy just globally is kind of up in the air, that it's like the time of the economy, we're kind of jumping around. Like we don't have a set future yet. So it's like, it's volatile. There's volatility around this, around jobs, specifically around hiring, specifically around recession type stuff. We're all kind of jumping around. Nobody really wants to admit it. People know it. There are people in charge that know like things are not right. They don't want to say it out loud. Again, that's global, but definitely happening in the US as well. They don't admit it. They know it. They know there's a fucking problem. They don't want to admit it. They do not want to admit it. So what's happening? The guides are telling me that it looks right now, it looks like improvements coming through June. But hardship lasts until December of 2024. So yes, US, but specifically There's like an uptick around June, July. Looks like things are doing better. And they may continue on that line. They may improve a little bit and then kind of plateau there. But we're still dealing with issues up until December of 2024. They like 25, it looks pretty okay right now. 26 is a much better year for the economy. Much, 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 much better. And that's global again. So right now, you got to do your best. You know what I mean? This is, and listen, if you're looking for a job, if you're out of work or you have a job you don't like, you're looking for a new job, it's hard for anyone. You're not alone. Literally every single client I have in that boat is having the same problem. You're not crazy. You're not alone. I do read clients all over the world, but a lot of this is mostly my US clients. So you're not alone. And it will get better. And the best you can do is just keep on doing what you need to do. Put out your resumes, make the phone calls, do the thing, do the positive energy, light a road open candle, and keep doing what you got to do. It will get better. It will get better. It does improve. And the guides are saying, it feels like it. It always feels like it. And the guides are spiritual. So what do they know about having jobs? Needing money. But they're saying, in the end, it will work out for you, for everybody. It will be okay. Try not to focus on it too much, is what they're saying. See if there's anything else we need to know before I go. Will any more GOP leave their seats in Congress? No, I don't. Well, I don't think so, but I actually want to put cards. Will any GOP leave their seats in Congress, thus allowing a Democratic majority? Maybe. I like the hopeful. Anna says maybe. I actually want to see what the cards give us. It is Holy Thursday if you are a subscribing Catholic, which I am not. I was raised Catholic. I have a house full of rosary beads and holy water. But I'm not Catholic. I can't, not after what they did. And they won't allow women equality, and I can't until they atone for their sins. They start feeding poor people and strip the Pope of all of his gold and whatnot, and give women equality. I can't support the Catholic Church. Can't do it. Cannot do it. I don't see anybody else walking away. But so I don't. I see right now it's holding steady. That's here. Holding steady. I would be looking for 8 of Cups, Death card even. Not really seeing it. A lot of these people aren't happy what they're doing in their jobs though. Like people that are working in the Senate and the House, they're not happy. Like they're really not happy. But keep your eye on the eclipse because they're tall right now. So meaning I could be, I don't want to say wrong, but things could shift. Things could shift, but right now I don't see it. But things are very they're very volatile right now. So I want to reiterate, if you got here late, the guides really were talking about how we're kind of in a portal. We're moving into brand new energy, much more positive, lighter, beautiful energy. This is long-lasting energy. This is prosperous energy. It's lovely energy. You're going to watch these structures really crumble. But the best thing you can do for yourself right now is hold yourself in positivity. No worries, no fears, no negative thoughts. Push those to the wayside. I'm positive thinking. A lot of people say it's toxic. It's like a toxic thing. I've seen it do wonderful things. I've seen people holding positive thoughts do miraculous things. And because of that, I push it. But the guides are saying stay in positivity as much as you can and think about where you want to go next, what you want to do next, what positive things you want to bring into your life, because the energy is so potent and we're in the middle of a shift. So you can design that for yourself right now. Do I get any messages from Paleo? I do not specifically get messages from deities. I don't know if I ever have. I've done like a Jesus reading. I've done a Mary reading for sure. I'm going to be doing one on Siddhartha, Buddha. But I don't think I've ever gotten a message from a deity like that. I don't. Oh, thanks, Holly. Appreciate that. Okay, my friends, out of here. Thank you so much for being here. Again, if you want to come and hang out with us next week, we will be here, same bat time, same bat channel. And then when it's not the first and last Thursday of the month, you can find me live streaming at patreon.com, thirdeye-champagne.com. $11 get you in the door. Worth it. You're supporting a small business. You're getting a ton of content. You get to hang out with an amazing, amazing group and community of people that they listen. The people that subscribe, it's a small group. They're so sweet. They're so loving. They're so kind. They're so smart. I'm not just saying that. I mean, it's really, I have attracted some of the best people I have ever come across in my life. And we welcome everybody. We love everybody over there. Everybody is welcome. Everybody is always welcomed in. Every viewpoint is supported. I can't say enough about that community. You know, I really can't. Listen, if I was a millionaire, I'd give it all away for free. Hands down. I would give you this for the free. I would never charge. Unfortunately, I have to because I have a living. But if I ever get to be enough of a millionaire, like a multi, $1 million is not going to get me that far. But if I get, up there, I promise you, you're going to get everything for free. I'll do it for free. We'll hang out. Until that day, I will see you on Patreon or thirdeye-champagne.com. And I will say I do love you. I do adore you. I really, truly am your biggest cheerleader. I am a psychic. And so when you guys do well, I can feel it. I can feel it. And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's gratifying. It hits on that level when you're a psychic. So I really, truly am your biggest cheerleader. Thank you so much, you guys, for the tips. I really appreciate you, Sherry, Araceli. Thank you so much. Thank you. And have a beautiful weekend, my friends.